What conspiracy theories do you think are too logical to ignore?
So my dad actually confirmed a popular Reddit conspiracy theory. I told him about the laundry detergent caps have the full line too high on purpose, and he told me this was true. He interned at P&amp, and they taught him the full line was for the highest level of cleanliness our product can give. You can get away with using much less detergent.
Denver Airport being a fallout shelter for the elite. The fact that it went like $1 billion over budget and all the symbolism.
1. Kennedy gets elected too. Kennedy is critical of the CIA, his own VP and military for wanting to turn the Cold War into a hot one and the willingness to perform false flag operations, Project Northwoods, to do it. 3. Kennedy is shot 4. His VP takes power 5. Classified.
Pretty sure I saw it here on Reddit at one point. But someone brought up the art trade. That these million-dollar art shows / individual pieces that go for insanely high prices are just a way for money laundering.
David Miscavige, the chairman of the Church of Scientology, definitely murdered his wife and is getting off scot-free for it. Him and his wife got into a pretty heated argument in 2007, and she hasn't been seen since. Lawyers hired by David claim she is still alive and devotes 100% of her time to work at the Church of Scientology, which is why she hasn't been seen since August 2007. In 2013, a former member of the church had filed a missing person report that was closed after a few officers had spoken and seen Mrs. Miscavige, even though there's no evidence whatsoever of this meeting. All missing persons reports now are turned down since this investigation is forever closed.
Amazed that I haven't seen Gary Webb, https://en.m.wikipedia.org/wiki/Gary_Webb mentioned. Exposed the CIA for assisting in drug trafficking and commits suicide with 2 bullets to the head.
The Denver Airport theory. I mean, the capstone of the building literally has the Freemason logo on it, there's some weird-ass apocalypse murals on the walls, the runways look like a swastika, and there's a 50-foot-tall horse statue with red glowing eyes. I mean, seriously, who the fuck designed that place?
U.S. intelligence conducting organized blackmail operations out of Epstein's Island. The prosecutor handling Epstein's old case was told to back off and go easy, because Epstein was intelligence. Acosta's departure from the administration confirmed that this was not just a rumor. So as an American, I would really like to know exactly who was blackmailing who, how far it extended, and what political decisions were affected.
Trader Joe's makes their parking lot small intentionally to make it seem like it's more popular.
Some torture devices such as the Iron Maiden were made up hundreds of years later so people would think, well, a regular handgun ain't too bad then.
With all the scientists in the world, there has to be at least one secret lab on this planet where they have cloned a human.
Dr. Claw is Inspector Gadget. Edit. Dr. Claw is human inspector and Inspector Gadget is obviously a younger clone of him.
Nutley, New Jersey, where Martha Stewart was born, has a butcher shop every other corner. How much meat does one small blue-collar town need? Suspicious.
Let me introduce you to #WonkaPiercer, the theory that Oscar-winning director Bong Joon-ho made a sequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with his 2012 film Snowpiercer.
My dog did not go to Doggy Disneyland because he won a lifetime ticket for being a good boy. I think that he in fact died.
That karma on Reddit really does nothing.
I like that people always are worried that Epstein was murdered instead of suicide. What if this was a ploy to cover up that he just escaped or paid his way out of prison?
Some people had to talk about Fight Club. Otherwise, it wouldn't exist.
The FBI keeps posting questions like this to see what the public knows. Edit. Why did this do well?
McDonald's shake machines are never actually down, the night crew people are just too lazy to clean it.
Google Maps only asks you for feedback on its navigation when it knows it did a good job. I use navigation all the time, and I find that when it gets me to the destination on time or earlier than predicted, I get a notification asking to rate the trip. But if it gets me there after it originally estimated, I never get that notification.
That this question is reposted every couple of weeks by them to see just how close the public is to figuring out their schemes. And that this response is reposted every time to throw you off our trail.
Typing in your email address to unsubscribe from a mailing list actually enters it into more mailing lists.
Jamie Lynn Spears was raped by Dan Schneider. He is the father of her first child.
The fashion industry makes too much money from purses to care about making pockets for women easily available. Edit. All the people saying just buy men's pants have apparently never seen a woman's hips.
Jamie Lynn Spears, Miranda Cosgrove, Victoria Justice, etc. were raped by Dan Schneider. Nickelodeon let him get away with a lot. There's so many feet jokes in all those shows. A lot of the interviews with those cast members get really awkward when they're around Dan. If you got to pursue your dream career when you really wanted it, wouldn't you do just about anything? If you made Dan Schneider mad, your career would be ruined and your dreams would be over. Edit. I do admit rape is a strong allegation, but he is at least really creepy with the feet jokes. At the very least, he is a pedophile with sexual attraction toward his female stars.
Oh, time to sort by controversial.
Pro tip, read the comments in Alex Jones' voice before deciding whether to believe them.
Probably too late to this thread, but the idea that there are too many chicken wings for the amount of chicken sold. There is something like 1 billion chicken wings sold every Super Bowl. Where are they coming from?
The U.S. government's involvement in the crack cocaine epidemic.